Witness testimony continues today in the trial for the man accused in the deadly Waukesha Christmas parade tragedy, and a sharp change in demeanor after Darrell Brooks apologizes to the court. Plus, Russia steps up attacks on civilian areas of Ukraine, how a bridge explosion in Crimea sparked the intensifying violence. This is News 3 Now at noon. An 18-year-old was arrested over the weekend after police say he tried to kidnap someone. Officers say the man and another person met at County Grove Park to exchange property. The man allegedly forced the victim into a car, then took their phone and drove them to Dodgeville. Police say the suspect then drove the victim back to the park where they were able to call for help. The suspect was later arrested and is facing several charges, including kidnapping and strangulation. Madison police are searching for a suspect after a man was stabbed near Warner Park. Officers were sent to the 1700 block of Northport Drive around 7 o'clock on Friday for the report of teens fighting in a parking lot. A 46-year-old man was found at the scene with serious head and chest injuries. Police say the suspect fled the scene. Anyone with information is urged to contact police at 608-255-2345. Day 3 of the Darrell Brooks trial began with an apology from the defendant. This morning, Brooks apologized to the court and everyone watching the proceedings for the way he acted last week. Brooks repeatedly interrupted proceedings during the first week of the trial.
I just wanted everybody to know that I apologize for my actions, and I'm going to try my best to, whatever happens, to conduct myself with respect and with respect to the court.
Today, Waukesha police officer Bryce Buttrin took the witness stand. Buttrin said that he remembers Brooks' SUV coming directly toward him on the parade route. He said he raised his hand and told the vehicle to stop, but the vehicle ignored him. Buttrin also told the court he got a good look at Brooks, the driver, who appeared to be emotionless, clearly ignoring anything around the vehicle. You can follow along and watch a live stream of the trial on channel3000.com and on our YouTube and Facebook pages. New at noon, the victim who died in a crash in Sauk City last week has been identified. The two-vehicle crash happened around 4:45 p.m. at the intersection of U.S. Highway 12 and State Highway 188. The victim has been identified as 33-year-old Chelsea Kovovich. The sheriff's office says one vehicle had stopped on Highway 188 and was trying to turn left onto eastbound Highway 12 when the driver hit another vehicle that was heading west on Highway 12. The crash caused the second vehicle to roll over and eject the 33-year-old victim. The sheriff's office said she died at the hospital. Let's head to the Weather Center now. Meteorologist Chris Reese has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. What a great day out there.
Oh, yes, it is. Temperatures not too shabby, especially this time of the year. Keep in mind, though, our average high is now 63, and our temperature's at 60 now, but we're likely going to be warming up above that average. Lots of 50s to the north. Our fall color continuing to peak out there. We're really getting close to it. The temperature, again, at 60, dew points into the mid-40s, so the air's still dry for us as well. You look at Doppler track. Doppler track does remain quiet for now, but what I'm going to be looking for over the next 24 hours is there's some shower development right in here to our north and west. That ultimately becomes our next rain chance and our next big cold front. So enjoy that high at 66 today, Mark. We've got some 70s in the forecast, but we also have days where we have 20s in the forecast as well. We're going to talk more about that incoming shot of cold coming up.
All right, enjoy it while we can, I guess.
That's the best you can do.
Thank you, Chris. Well, the war in Ukraine is intensifying in civilian areas after a bridge was blown up in Crimea. Russia unleashed a series of deadly attacks on Ukrainian cities. The bridge was a crucial link between Russia and the territory it illegally annexed. At least 10 cities were attacked, including the country's capital of Kyiv. The blast struck heavily populated areas, one even hitting a children's playground. With Russia stepping up attacks, the U.S. Embassy is urging American citizens to shelter in place and leave Ukraine as soon as it's safe to do so. Demonstrations against the Iranian government are continuing for a fourth week. The protest began after a 22-year-old woman was allegedly killed by Iran's morality police for not wearing her headscarf properly. Security forces are responding with violent force, killing almost 200 people already. Some people are risking their lives to help injured demonstrators, including here in the U.S., where one doctor says Iranians have reached out to him over social media for help.
I have step-by-step kind of instructions on what to do with burns, with bullets. I put posts on gunshot wounds to the chest, one post on the abdomen.
Despite the risk, resistance is spreading, with shopkeepers closing up shop and more women walking around without the required headscarves. CBS has first access this morning to secretly recorded audio by one of the police officers injured in the assault on the Capitol. It comes from a meeting with Republican lawmakers after the attack and is being released ahead of what might be the January 6th committee's last public hearing on Thursday. Also in attendance at the meeting was the mother of Officer Brian Sicknick, who died a day after the attack on the Capitol from natural causes. She asked House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy why then President Trump didn't call off the rioters.
He knew what was going on. He knew they were fighting for hours and hours and hours. You know, I just, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't know, I wasn't here, but I'm just telling you from my phone call, I don't know that he did know that at that point.
The committee has just weeks remaining to issue its final report. The Republican politicians on the recordings declined a request from comment from CBS News. And there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. McDonald's gets nostalgic this Halloween. How you can get your hands on one of these Halloween pails. That's next in the Money Watch Report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
This Greek food looks fantastic. Where did you find this place?
Well, I researched online. They had the best reviews everywhere I looked.
Wow, well, the reviews were right. See any other companies we need to try?
Well, now that you mention it, we do need to replace our bathtub.
We have been putting it off. Who should we use?
Mad City.
Mad City?
That's right, Mad City. They have lots of 5-star ratings on every review site.
Mad City Baths, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler for baths, showers, and walk-in tubs, installed in as little as 1 day. Act now during our Rake in the Fall savings event. Call during this program and we'll double your savings. Save $1,000 on a new bath or shower with 24 months interest-free financing, and double it to a $50 restaurant.com gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
The women I see have been through brutal, unimaginable things. I'll never understand why politicians like Ron Johnson make it so hard for women. He supported the Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade, outlawing abortion in Wisconsin, even for victims of rape and incest. Abortion is criminalized in Wisconsin. Doctors can be prosecuted. My most vulnerable patients will have nowhere to turn. Ron Johnson doesn't care about us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there's now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
Join us at the Madison Fall Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Visit and get inspired for your 2023 building and remodeling projects. Go to MadisonParadeOfHomes.com and purchase your tickets today.
recalling almost all the vehicles it has delivered to customers to tighten a loose fastener that could affect drivers' ability to steer. The electric truck and SUV maker says it's recalling close to 13,000 vehicles because that fastener, if not torqued enough, could potentially affect steering. Rivian says there have been several reports potentially related to the issue, but no injuries have been reported. McDonald's is getting nostalgic for Halloween this year by bringing back its Halloween pails. The plastic pails, which come with a Happy Meal, are set to return to McDonald's restaurants on October 18th. Customers can choose from 3 designs: the white McBoo pail, the orange McPumpkin, and the green McGoblin. McDonald's first introduced the annual promotion in 1986. And a new survey for 2022 says Taco Bell has the fastest drive-through service among America's fast food restaurants. The QSR magazine survey of more than 1,000 people says Taco Bell's drive-through average clocked in at just a hair under 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Dunkin' Donuts and KFC came in just behind. As for accuracy, the survey says Arby's took the top spot, followed by McDonald's and Burger King. That's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, log on to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Elise Preston.
Stocks continue to fall on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials down 183 points. The NASDAQ down 167. The S&P 500 off 39. Our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. You're taking a live look at the call for action studio. Volunteers are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so you can call for action right now at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. We'll share your egg prices next, plus Chris has the latest forecast. Then later, former director of the UW Marching Band, Mike Leckrone, joins us on Live at 4. He'll tell us about his return to the stage for a one-man show at the Overture Center. That's coming up at 4.
Did you know Tim Michaels said people shouldn't be openly gay in public?
But I think when you bring it out of your house and onto the public street, that's where I differ.
Is that the kind of divisive radical you want as your governor?
Design your dream bathroom with Mad City Baths. Beautiful American-made baths and showers that are easy to clean, infused with microban antimicrobial protection, installed in as little as 1 day.
It was all very, very professional. Very professional. I really appreciate that the craftsmanship was terrific. It was top of the line, and I just really liked it.
So make the call. It's our Rake in the Fall savings event. Save $500 with interest-free financing for 12 months and get a $25 restaurant.com gift card with estimate. But call during this program and double your savings. Save $1,000 on a new bath or shower. 24 months interest-free financing and double it to a $50 restaurant.com gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Nothing beats a great night's sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic mattress from Steinhoffels. Tempur-Pedic is designed to make aches and pains a thing of the past by relieving pressure points and supporting the body as no other mattress can. Queen Tempur-Pedic start at just $24.49. Plus, get $300 in Steinhoffels cash. You can rest easy when you take advantage of Steinhoffels special financing. Isn't it time you got a great night's sleep? Relax. It's Steinhoffels.
Tim Michaels' company has been sued numerous times for sexual assault and harassment. Women said they were groped and pressured to have sex with their bosses. Those who spoke out were fired. Is that the kind of divisive radical you want as governor?
A local high school has found a unique way to serve up some life-changing skills to its special needs students. Tomorrow, we'll pay a visit to the Kokopelli Cafe.
Plus, another cold front on its way to southern Wisconsin. We're tracking the shots of cold. That's tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
You don't see your body in the same way after you go on the dance floor.
Spinning new possibilities on the dance floor. Charlotte Deleste shows you how a woman with mobility challenges is making her mark and helping others like her to experience ballroom bliss. Tonight at 10. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Well, Pam Yankee is on vacation this week, so here are your farm numbers. here now with the latest forecast and the summer hanging out a little bit. Not summer, but late summer.
Late summer is trying to hang out a little bit. We've got some good weather coming up, but it's still at least somewhat close to average. And then tomorrow, well, yeah, tomorrow's going to be quite warm. But here's one of the things I want to talk about. I'll show this throughout the fall because we're really starting to see those fall colors do their thing. This year is a really good year for it. And that's likely because of what you really need for that good fall color out there. So I'll tell you what, we're seeing a lot more of those reds now. And this is because we've had these crisp, cool nights. We've had these dry, mild days. Today, tomorrow, those are prime examples of that, especially with your afternoon temperatures really hanging out into the 50s at that point. Overall, we also had a wet growing season, but since we moved into fall, we've been dry and quiet. That's exactly what you want to see. We've had cooler temperatures. We've not been too frosty. That may change, especially as we start to move towards next week. So this is truly the fall look, the fall leaf peeping weather, if you will. Temperatures, or not temperatures, leaves are near peak at this point. We'll continue to see those things do their thing as we go through the next week, maybe 2 weeks, and then at that point, more storm systems will come through, and then we'll see those leaves begin to come down. That being said, temperatures outside right now, right around 60, 64 for Janesville, 65 in Lone Rock as well. A couple 50s to the north and west, 57 in Watoma and Wisconsin Dells. Across the Madison Metro, we are all hanging out into the low 60s at this point, so it feels good while you are out and about. That is some good news. The air is calm, not a lot of movement there. Dew points into the mid-40s. That's keeping the air dry while you're out and about as well. So for the rest of this evening, we'll warm up into about the mid-60s. Some areas farther to the south and west, you do have the better chance of making it to 70. Overnight tonight, we're down into the 40s. Winds really pick up out of the south tomorrow. That'll warm us up into the lower 70s. And then tomorrow night into Wednesday, we'll see at least a chance for some showers of thunderstorms moving on through here. So Wednesday morning, Wednesday midday, that's when we'll see our line of showers of thunderstorms push through. After that, temperatures begin to drop. Here's what I want to show you. This is the source of the colder air that's going to be coming. We're looking at Russia, where it crosses over into Alaska. Watch that colder air go all the way down into the upper Midwest. So this is the end of this week. Temperatures moderate just a little bit. Now we're going to move into early next week. You see the gray? That's the really colder air. Look at that, pouring its way in. This is by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. The models have highs in the 30s. I'm not willing to go that cold just yet. Oftentimes we see the models kind of back off on just how cold, but they do have highs in the 30s. So that being said, the bottom line, I want you to take this away. A dry, comfortable start to this week, but our next best storm chance is going to be Wednesday, and then a big cold front is slated to follow that up later on in the week, down into the 50s for Thursday and Friday, but you see the 49 and 45 for Sunday, Monday, 47 on Tuesday with those overnight lows down into the 20s. Now, I went on the warm side of that. I will keep that in mind. There's no model that I look at that is that warm as we go next week. I'm just anticipating that they'll kind of moderate a little bit as we get closer.
We'll have to enjoy the colors while we can. And they are spectacular this year. I have to agree with you. They really
are. This is my fifth fall. Fifth fall in Wisconsin, and this fall is just beautiful.
Yeah, they are beautiful. Yep. All right, Chris, thank you. In consumer news, a new trend in the food industry is helping reduce waste. Boston area company Edibles by Jack makes edible utensils in 18 different flavors. Other brands are launching their own edible utensils, from edible flavored straws to seasoned sporks.
People are choosing these products because the client themselves wants something sustainable, wants something fun that elevates their menu.
The latest innovation might cost a bit more than regular plastic, but the hope is to tackle pollution bite by bite. Well, Howard's in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen now, whipping up a recipe using lentils.
Every day we get lots of questions from you on, how do I do this, or how do I make that? And over the last few months, we've been getting more and more questions about lentils. It seems that these protein-packed legumes are catching on in a big way. And for those of you who aren't familiar with them, they look like dried peas and come in a variety of colors. The most popular ones are khaki in color and are referred to as lentils or brown lentils. There are also red and even green ones, and each variety has its own unique taste. When it comes to cooking them, we do it the same way we would cook pasta. We start with about 3 cups of water for every 1 cup of lentils. When they're tender, we drain them, and boy, are they ever versatile. Today, we're tossing freshly cooked lentils with maple roasted sweet potatoes and thinly sliced sauteed Brussels sprouts. What we end up with is a side dish that is autumn at its best. And if that weren't enough, I almost forgot to mention that this is tossed with balsamic vinegar and topped with roasted pumpkin seeds. To get the must-have recipe for our lentil and vegetable medley, simply visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a lentilicious way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Ahead at noon, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here answering your plant and garden questions. The number to call, 608-270-9933. We'll get to your calls right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What does your retirement future look like? With a well-built retirement, your future can look bright. Your financial home secure. Retirements are built here every day. Call now and start building yours.
Still living with that old bathroom from the 70s, 80s, or 90s? Dated colors, stains you can't get rid of? Then call Mad City Baths. Bring your bathroom up to date with a new walk-in shower with modern colors and patterns, infused with microban antimicrobial protection for easy cleaning. Add shelves, grab bars, and handhelds. Or choose an easy access walk-in tub with relaxing hydrotherapy. It's our Rake in the Fall savings event. Save $500 with interest-free financing for 12 months and get a $25 restaurant.com gift card with estimate. But last chance to call during this program and double your savings. Save $1,000 on a new bath or shower. 24 months interest-free financing and double it to a $50 restaurant.com gift card with your free estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Reducing prison populations is now sexy. Reducing prison populations is now sexy.
Sexy? Mandela Barnes's administration has released over 800 criminals, including 44 child rapists. That's not sexy. It's terrifying. And as a mother, I don't want Mandela Barnes anywhere near the Senate. From defunding our police to releasing predators, Mandela Barnes is a threat to Wisconsin families.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Have you ever experienced this view? Hi, Andrew Larson here. With Gutter Shutter, you'll never have to experience it again. Please give up this dangerous chore and protect your home's foundation with Gutter Shutter, the strongest, most durable, maintenance-free gutter on the market. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems across South Central Wisconsin. We'd love to come out and show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
Time is of the essence when planning for retirement. So take the time now to make sure yours is well built. Retirements are built here every day. Retirement Income Planning, LLC.
Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here, taking your calls at 608-270-9933. Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
You brought an orchid.
I did bring an orchid. You know, we've all been bringing our things inside, and it's looking a little dreary. So put some flowers in your house. So
and these last forever.
Moth orchids do last forever, and they're really easy to keep. They just need a bright, indirect spot. So you don't want sun right on the leaves, but they do want bright light, and they'll bloom forever. And people always ask, once it's done blooming, what should they do with it? And so you take the flowers back to where there's this little node here, and you cut just above that, and a lot of times a new stem will pop out and flower.
All right. Let's get to the calls. We'll start with Bev from Beaver Dam. Hi, Bev.
Hi.
What's your question?
I have two questions. How long do I keep on watering my arborvitaes that I planted in July? And is there such a thing as watering them too much? Thank you.
Arborvitae are super thirsty plants, so it would be hard to overwater one. And since you've just planted them this year, I would make sure that they get a good soak once a week until the ground freezes. So that's probably middle to late November. So keep your hose out.
A lot of watering.
A lot of watering.
All right. Della from Evansville. Hi, Della. Go ahead.
Hi, Lisa. I have 3 burning bushes in front of my deck. When is a good time to cut them back? They're really big, and I can't see over the top of them anymore when I sit on the deck. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Well, I would go ahead and keep them for now so that you can continue to enjoy the fall color. And then once the leaves drop, you can prune them anytime during the dormant season. And you can shear a burning bush back pretty significantly, about 25 or 30%.
All right. Let's go to LaVon in Madison. Hi, what's your question?
Hi, Lisa. I want to know how to keep a mum plant that's in a flower pot over winter.
So if you've got mums that are garden mums and you want to keep them over the winter, you're going to have to plant it in ground. They will not last in a pot outside, and the garden mums really don't do well in the house. So find a place to plant it, good drainage, a lot of sun, and I would certainly put some boughs or something over it to protect it from the winter, to keep it from heaving out of the soil.
All right. Thanks for your call. Let's go to Diane in Mauston. Hi, Diane.
Hi there. My question is, I have the calla lilies in a great big pot, and they've been there for quite a number of years, and I want to know when I can separate them because they're getting so overcrowded.
So have these been outside, Diane?
Yes. I bring the big pots into the garage, which is heated, so it doesn't freeze in the winter, and they stay in the pots all winter long, and then they start sprouting in the spring, and I put them back outside again.
You can take them out once they're done flowering before you bring them inside, before you bring them into the garage, and just lay them out you divide them up and lay them out, and then you can repot them in the spring, or you can do it in the spring. Either way.
All right, I think we have time for one quick one. Mary from Sun Prairie, what's your question?
Oh, my question is, I have a large perennial geranium, and it's quite large. When I trim my garden down, should I cut that plant down to the ground?
So is this a hardy geranium or an annual geranium?
It's a perennial. It comes back every year.
Yeah, just cut it. You can cut it back now, or you can wait until the fall color is done. Some of the varieties do get fall color, and they're quite pretty in autumn.
All right. We are out of time for now. Thank you all for calling in. If you're on the line, stay there. Lisa will go in the newsroom and talk to you off the air. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Here's Chris with one final check of the forecast.
Sunshine sticks around today with those temperatures warming up into the mid-60s. 70s tomorrow, and then we will see the cold front come through. A chance for showers and thunderstorms on Wednesday. 51 on Thursday. Weekend, not terrible. 57 on Saturday, but another cold front sends our highs down into the 40s with overnight lows in the 20s.
It's that time of year, a little warmth, a little cold. All right, Chris, thank you. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.